Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It's a Monday morning and it's blue-ish sky. So we're going to head off, Monica and I, to a place that I've been recommended more so than any other place over the past month or so, and that's a little village called Orford, right in the middle of nowhere on the Suffolk coast, in an area of outstanding natural beauty. And the only way to get to it, I think, to the best of my knowledge from looking at maps, is one road all the way down to the coast. It looks beautiful. It's about 1,000 years old, and I cannot wait. What a way to start the week, heading off into the British countryside. The Bonneville is still as I left it last time, brown seat, no rear rack, panniers on. So I'll let you know how that is for me, of course, but also for Monica for pillion comfort. And what's it like not having that rear rack on? I wonder if I've become a bit too accustomed to all of those nice comforts, the creature comforts. So I'll let you know what it's actually like by the end of the day, but I cannot wait. I think I may have said before, but it's 7 degrees, but wrapped up toasty. Doesn't matter one bit. Can't wait for this. Well, it's just stunning. There have been more pigs than people over the past 15 minutes or so. Orford is so far in the middle of nowhere. It's actually past the middle of nowhere and on the edge of nowhere. We're 3 miles away now. It's in that direction. We may not always, and it's lovely now, we may not always have the weather here in the UK, but just everywhere, down every lane, in every bit of countryside, this history. It's just fantastic for a little road trip. We've just pulled over before Orford because there's a tiny little church here just perched on a small hill. And even if you're religious or not, churches in England or the UK in general, they're so interesting because they've all got their character, the story behind them, and some of them that you can just casually walk past. You know, you can get 700,000-year-old churches. They're all fascinating. So we're going to just pull in here, have a quick wander around the church, and then we'll do the last 3 miles that way to Orford. So this is St Peter's Church, Chillesford, and there are records there was a church on this exact site in the 11th century, so 1,000 years ago. This current church, the way it looks now, is from the 14th century, so over 700, or about 700 years old. Incredible. Should we go in?
Yes.
They're usually open. And this is as well. Just look at it. I love the old church. It's so nice. Huge wooden door with the bolt. Beautiful. Often, churches like this have a little selection of books that you can buy. You put a donation, you buy a book. I once found I think it was second edition, I want to say first, I think it was second edition James Bond book from the 1970s. Amazing. Unfortunately, nothing like that here, but what a beautiful little church. Very simple though. Look at the walls. Nothing ornate or anything. Even the ceiling, just completely concreted. There are very few houses around here as well, so this cannot cater for surely more than 40 or 50 houses, just from what we've seen in the past few miles. Here goes, first time using the helmet lock. So mine's on fine, no issue. I want to see if I can put two on though. So it should be fairly easy. That's hooked on with plenty of space. Apologies if you can't see this. And I've hooked Monica's on.
Oh, that's so easy.
That is brilliant. Two helmets locked. Oh, you know, it's worth it just for that. Look, you've really got to want to steal them. I know some people said you can snip off the straps, which is technically true, but you've got to really want to steal them. Mm-hmm. Look, if they get stolen, I'll do a video that the fact they've got stolen and I've made a mistake. But for me, I think that's safe enough. And welcome to Orford. Somehow we always end up parking next to a Defender. It's completely by chance every time, but it's like an omen. It's like it's meant to be. And the fact the owners just turned up at the same time. It's a lovely spot though here, isn't it? Just the countryside around it. '97 model.
Beautiful.
Love that. It's a stunning area. You know the first thing I've seen here? Pump Street Bakery. It's got a really good reputation and it's closed on Monday and Tuesdays, which is a massive shame.
Hungry.
If there's one pub open that serves food, I'll be delighted. I mean, we haven't looked around yet, but if you just flip the camera here, Monica.
I love that.
It's just coincidence the Defender's going past, but there's a pub there. There's a pub behind us. So I'm hoping we'll be able to find some food. It's like going back to, I don't know, 100 years ago or something, this part of the country. Really not built up at all. The occasional church just down a long road, and just pick your area. Left, right, straight on, no one around. Not breathtakingly stunning, but just so pretty everywhere. It's very flat here, but it's a glorious part of the world. Right, we're about to head off. Comfort update on the seat. It's a decently comfortable seat, especially for one person. I would be totally fine with this. The problem is, both Monica and I have got used to the King and Queen seat, and that's like riding the comfiest Harley Davidson or sofa. It's so nice. So, especially for when Monica's on, I think I'm going to put back on the King and Queen seat. I'm also going to embarrass myself a bit more. I can't believe I'm saying this. I always get overexcited with things and say things at the spur of the moment, because there's now a chance I may put on the rear rack again. It's ridiculous. I just like the extra level of usability.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying that one video.
So what do you use it for?
I could at least have waited. Anything, for example, locking the helmets to the back of it.
But now you have that thing for your helmets.
Do you like holding onto the rear rack?
I'd never do.
You never do? Okay, maybe I'll leave the rear rack for now. I
agree, it looks good. I would like more chrome on your bike, so
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I know that when I go to Europe and stuff, I know I'll have to have the rear rack on. That's 100% because...
But for now, keep it like this. It's a nice change.
Yeah. Okay, King and Queen seat on, leave the rack for now. But everything else, especially the helmet lock, absolutely brilliant. Orford as well, just to give an update. I mean, there's so much to see. I could say there's a 950-year-old castle there and a 900-year-old church there, but there's too much to see. We'll be back many times, I'm sure, in the future. I think this is one of the prettiest villages I've ever seen in my life. It is spectacularly stunning, really, every single turn you go down. Let me just sit down so I can read this just before we go, because in the Jolly Sailor pub, on the wall, I think Monica will get this flashing up, there was a description of what a Jolly Sailor is, and there were 4 categories. So, generally, they are shown as one of 4 categories. Number 1, someone who is, or a sailor who is sufficiently drunk as to be spilling their ale, or as in many cases what appears to be shaving foam. Number 2, players, talented or otherwise, of various forms of musical instrument, concertina, hornpipes, etc. Number 3, carrying their favourite pet, be it a monkey or parrot. And number 4, having balletic tendencies, i.e. balancing on one leg or performing entrechat. Apologies, I don't know that last word. I love that though. A brief description of what a Jolly Sailor is, which I didn't 100% know. So I hope you've enjoyed this. This is somewhere that we've never been to before. We will definitely be back. Quick update on Monica's gearing situation.
Still the same?
It's still exactly the same.
Still cold?
I feel so selfish. I'm really, really warm. I've been saying to Monica all day I'm really warm, and Monica's shivering. So tomorrow's the day. We're going to Crazy Horse and Bury St Edmunds. We actually did go, to be fair, 3 days ago, but it was closed. So we wanted to go and try and get Monica something. Tomorrow, no messing about at all. Monica's going to get kitted out with a nice new fitted jacket. So from a selfish point of view, there can be no more complaining in my ear when it's cold. Everything is about me, it's so selfish. Right, we'll end it there. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along. Please do give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all in the next one.